Hi, I'm Stefan Astheimer, Vice President of Strategy at Howe Rusling. And today I'll be giving you an introduction to private equity, which is a topic that many of our clients are curious about. In a later episode, I will explore how private equity funds work. But for today's purposes, I'll be sticking to the fundamentals of private equity. So what exactly is it? To understand private equity, we think the easiest way is to begin by thinking about public companies. The stock we buy in companies such as Amazon or Verizon or Apple is stock in public companies. It's easy to buy and sell stocks in public companies, and public companies are required to provide a lot of information to investors and the government. Because these public companies have to continually provide updates on their business to the public, their activities and corporate strategy is under a lot of scrutiny. On the other hand, only a very small percentage of companies are public. Think of most of the companies you know in your community, or the companies where you, your friends, and family work. They are probably privately owned companies. These companies may be smaller, and they may be tightly held. A few family members or a management team might own the company. There are a lot of reasons a larger company may choose to stay private or go private too. For instance, if a company doesn't want to have to deal with the work of being public, or if a company is mission-based and worried that outside shareholders will try and force the company to abandon its mission. Most of the time, companies will be private and go public when they want to raise a lot of money, or when they want to give the owners the opportunity to get some liquidity for their investment. Private companies do not have their stocks listed on exchanges, and do not have to provide the same level of information to investors that public companies do. As a result, private equity investing can be riskier and work-intensive because the investors have to find shares to buy, have to conduct extensive research into the company as well. Furthermore, even when investors are successful in their private equity investing, because the company is private, they will have to find a buyer for their investment in order to get their money out, which can be another challenge. Because of all the work involved in private equity, there can be opportunities to make outside profits, and many investors get really excited about the asset class. However, the flip side of that is that because of all the work and the risk, and the challenges in getting your investments out, private equity isn't appropriate for all investors. And for the investors it is appropriate for, it should generally only be a portion of an individual's portfolio and should be made with the help of an experienced professional. Thank you for tuning in today, and I look forward to seeing you again in part 2 of Private Equity on StreetSmarts.